Hey everybody, welcome to CastorsCorner.com. I'm your host Cleo here for another toy of the day. You can go to CastorsCorner.com for another. You can go there for a full gallery of these toys. You can follow us. We are at Castors Corner on all social media. You can check out the Cornercast podcast every Monday night on Apple Podcasts or whatever your favorite podcasts are. Let's get into it. So over the weekend, Mattel first shipment showed up from Mattel Creations. My first order from Mattel Creations. I know a lot of you missed out. I had a really super smooth experience with the service. But I know that Scareglow and Sarge all sold out really quickly. And so the first one to arrive here is Scareglow. I preliminarily opened it just to make sure everything was okay, but I have not unboxed him yet. So this is kind of a little bit like an unboxing. So we've got the gray shipper here. It was shipped in a box, so it wasn't just shipped like this, like Amazon does sometimes. With this really great artwork of Scareglow on the front and a really nice sketch of him on the back. So this, again, is from the Revelation cartoon on Netflix, which I know comes with some mixed bag of reviews from Masters of the Universe fans. But you know what? I think it's the best thing that's been done in a while. And it does not hurt my enjoyment of Masters growing up, so it should not hurt yours either. So just opening it up, you see the Revelation on the top, the wood grain on the sides, very, very deep purple, kind of shadowed in, so you can't see it like that, but in the right light, it does turn purple, which is kind of cool. This reminds me like a lot of San Diego packaging. Like this is what we got Man Bat in, that type of packaging. So he really did a really cool, it looks like a book, right? It's got the pages here, spine on this side. So it's a really cool packaging here. Really bright wrap around it. Front has his skull, back has a crystal with all these little runes on the back here all around. It does have a slip cover a little bit, so you pull the slip cover off to reveal Scareglow inside, which I think is really cool. This is definitely more of a display piece than I think an action figure, to be honest with you. So you can also see through the back as well. So that slip cover kind of covers both sides. There is a little battery port that you can take the battery out. And considering that this is made out of cardboard, I recommend if you're not going to be keeping this out on display, just to remove the battery so that the acid from the batteries doesn't damage it in the long term. And I don't think it really damages the resale value of taking the batteries out. I would probably prefer it if I was a collector. So those of you that bought a bunch to resell, I'd take the batteries out. Oh, there's a serial number on the bottom too. So it does open like a book, and when you open it, it does light up and flicker. We'll see if we can. It just lights off so you can see. So it does flicker and flash. No noise, no sounds. There's a little light up above that kind of flickers and flashes, and it goes off on a timer. There we go, shuts off. So let's get into him. So you don't actually have to take, you can open the whole packaging up. There are spots that kind of open it up like a package, but you don't necessarily have to get him out. I don't know if I can get the accessories out without doing that, so I might actually have to, but let's give it a shot. I have no idea what I'm doing, so you're watching it all here. So he's got his greenish axe. I actually haven't seen pictures. I know that there's a regular version coming in the... Oh. Duh. Okay. So this part is magnetically sealed, so you can open it like another page. There we go. And it kind of closes itself, so it will stick here. So that makes it a little easier to open up, and so you can see all the accessories inside. So he comes with alternate hands. He comes with a power sword. I need something to get them out. They're kind of wedged in. So we got two alternate hands. We have a fist and we have an open hand. translucent plastic for the hands themselves so you can see right through them, and I'm gonna believe that he is as well. Get him out. He is not tied in. Cloth cape. Get there in a second. Then we gotta get the power sword out somehow. I need something thin. There we go. Maybe not breaking stuff. There we go. We get a much bigger dual colored power sword, and that pops out of the hilt apparently, and can be split. So there you go. There are pegs here, so it is clearly, I want to say, made to have that happen, because otherwise it would have been molded, together or glued. But there you can see the power sword, translucent colors there. Now the box is out of the way. Let's take a look at Scareglow himself. So he is standard size for the Revelations figures. He's got some translucent plastic. It is translucent, but it is black. So, it doesn't come across that translucent for the arms and the legs. The cape is felty. Kind of can drape around him. It's got a bendy wire on both sides. It attaches around the neck like Skeletor's does, right? Separate from the top piece here. So this is a separate piece from the cape itself. The cape itself is wrapped around the neck, and then this is placed on top of it. So he can hold his staff here. And head's completely translucent green, which I think is a nice touch. And I'm going to try something. I'm not sure. I think he's glow in the dark, if I remember correctly. Let's find out. Very faintly glow in the dark. I think he needs some more color, but you can kind of see it there. It's not as apparent. I'm going to try to hold him up to the light and see if we can get some more light on him, and see if that helps. Yeah, that helps a little bit. So he does glow a little bit in the dark, but not a ton. Not as much as I would expect him to. If you've seen the first series, first part of the series, you know that he was an integral part of one of the episodes in getting some of the power sword back from the underworld. And I'm lucky I got him. I think I'm very lucky to have gotten this version. I like this version a lot. It does stand out to me very much as a San Diego Comic-Con type of exclusive here. I think these would have been Mattel's San Diego Comic-Con offerings, from Sarge to him to Jurassic Park and all the Hot Wheels. They definitely do read that way. And between the packaging art and the detailing and the cape on him, it is much more of a value price point. It's a higher price point than your average one, and it's a nice part of the collection. I think it was one of those things that kind of was necessary, and I think it was a nice touch because he doesn't feel essential to the storyline, and we know we're getting, here's the power sword with him, so it's a very large power sword. We know we're getting a standard version of him as well as this one. So it doesn't feel like you are going to miss anything if you don't get it, like most exclusives are. But it is a nice piece to have in your collection that kind of augments what you already have. For me, I don't feel the need to get a regular Scareglow. This will be my Scareglow. The only thing that would have been cooler is if it had some more, like, I don't know, Scareglow, I think, like chains and rocks and stuff like that. Would have been cool to have some more accessories, but as it stands, I think that this is a really cool look for him. So there you get it. Mattel Creations, Scareglow, full gallery up on castorscorner.com coming. You can follow us. We are at Kastor's Corner. You can get one of our t-shirts as well. You can check out the Cornercast podcast every Monday night up on Apple Podcasts or wherever podcasts are found. And subscribe to the channel. The more of you subscribe, the more cool things we get to do, and then we get to share them with you. And really, that's been some of the best part of this journey. So we're on our road to 365. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow night with another toy of the day here on Castor'sCorner.com. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.